I make art because I find it's the best way for me to understand the world that I live in. It's my way of navigating. I actually rely on it really heavily to understand maybe even the most simple or basic aspects of how we live. It allows for me to deal with difficult subject matter. Being a Black male in the United States, growing up in the South, thinking about my peers, my family, ancestors, my neighbors. Why are we experiencing the world in the way that we are? Those questions become really complex. When I'm making the work, all of these things come to my mind as ways of processing it and thinking really deeply. The thing that I'm trying to do is make work that more closely reflects the complexity of my life and the life that I share with others. There isn't just one way of doing something, or even one way of experiencing the world. I feel like people can process things a little bit closer to the heart when there are more avenues to explore or to enter into something. So it's important for me to explore as many materials and processes as possible. Your Faces is Not Enough is a work that cements my interest in performance and my interest in sculptural engagement. It utilizes materials or objects that are quite charged. It takes some of these tools of conflict and creates a collective reverberance that is centered around individuals breathing and giving themselves life. In acquiring the cotton gin motor in 2012, what I realized was that it would be the foundation for so many kinds of conversations around labor, Black land stewardship, ownership, thinking about the South just in general. How do you experience the generative quality of what this thing is? How do I have the ability to sort of shape and mold that? Working with sound has allowed me to engage with different communities and a different set of issues. You're working with institutions, other artists, the parameters around how you work sonically. You have a different set of questions that allows for the work to occupy a more complex space. Art has the ability to ask very difficult questions around society and our set of values. Oftentimes we're experiencing political events or just injustices that you could have never imagined. How do I navigate some of this subject matter that still gives me room to think about the things that I think about, the experiences of Black folks in the United States and marginalized individuals. The sensibility that I'm trying to refine is how to encourage curiosity and also to encourage developing meaning, how to be an even more sensitive and observant person in the world.